Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's Girl Scout cookie time. And what we've done today is a little bit different than what we've done in the past. We've got a pairing of bourbon with Girl Scout cookies.
Hey guys, like Jenny said, we've paired the Girl Scout cookies with a selection of bourbons here. These are all off-the-shelf bourbons for $50 and under. So Jennings, tell us what we've done here.
So we're gonna start in here on the far right near David, in front of David, and we're actually gonna talk a little about this. This is Redwood Empire. This is a relatively new to the scene bourbon that we've got. It's rave reviews, all of my buddies love it. These guys have not tried it except for yesterday. So pretty new to the scene. What we've done with that one is we paired that with the lemonade. The combination of the spiciness of the Redwood with the smooth shortbread of the lemonade cookie and that little bit of lemon brightness on the back end is just spot on. So we're gonna try this one now.
We're gonna partake.
All right.
We've already poured it up in here, so we got one in a little glass here.
And this isn't just something that we came up with off the top of our heads either. So this is something that we put a focus group together and we had some collective minds come together and taste a lot of this different stuff and took some tallies and took some votes. And so I appreciate all you guys pitching in to help us put together these bourbon and Girl Scout cookie pairings. So we'll throw your names up on the screens. We appreciate your help here. So well chosen.
Thanks guys, we appreciate your help.
Man, that lemon comes through.
Big time.
Yeah, that's really good.
You know, this is basically just their shortbread cookie with like a lemon added to it with a little bit of a lemon, it seems like a glaze on the bottom. Oh man.
Yeah.
If y'all are on the channel and you're watching this and you're like, yeah, you know, we want to try something, but we don't want to do a bunch. You don't have to do every one here.
It just takes a little bite on something like this.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
But that flavor really comes, that lemon flavor with the bourbon really comes
You know,
through.
I think this one was the one that jumped out as the most obvious right out of the gate. It's like, you know, we tasted these together and it was kind of an instant pairing. And I felt like some of the others may have taken a few more tries to kind of identify what the best cookie bourbon pairing was. But this one really jumped out as really a perfect pairing.
Yeah.
Tell us what you think.
Let us know in the comments. Give it a shot.
Yeah.
Man, that's good.
Excellent
It's really
choice.
good, isn't it? Isn't that really good?
That's really good.
This is not real expensive either. My buddy Alan Taylor turned me onto these. I should say our buddy Alan Taylor. Oh man.
All right.
Redwood it's just the right amount of spice too, with like lemon kind of cools it down. I'm telling y'all.
Well, Bill's let me borrow his Norland glass, which I really like this.
They feel good, don't
I
they?
think I'm gonna buy a set of these.
They're not as heavy as the the heavy bottom glasses you normally like to drink out of.
This one's heavy.
But not quite.
But the feel of them and the way that just drinkability is really good.
Yeah.
It's a nice looking glass too. It definitely sparked some conversation with folks, and they're like, "Oh, what is that?"
Yep. Yep.
Absolutely.
All right.
So let's move on to the ancient age, and we have paired that with the Tagalongs.
One thing you guys remember from one of our previous episodes, if you watched it, we actually talked about ancient age and Blanton's. And so for you guys that have Blanton's, you can sub Blanton's in on this one if you want to, but we're using ancient age today because we're trying to keep it, like we said, off the shelf, under 50 bucks.
Let's see how that tastes.
Absolutely. Cheers, boys.
David?
Oh yeah. This is totally different than the one before it. The bourbon's real different, and the cookie's real different.
Yeah. The flavor of the peanut butter and stuff in there, the chocolate and the peanut butter.
Oh man.
Compared to the lemon, the lemon comes across being really strong.
It is.
It's really, you know, that lemon forward to give you that real heavy taste. This is very different. So it'll be interesting.
Well, I think it's light and kind of fresh, and this is a dark, kind of richer flavor, which, you know, I think that's represented both in the bourbon and the cookies.
You can really taste that, the chocolatey richness of this bourbon when you taste that together. It kind of brings that
Isn't that crazy?
chocolatey note ahead.
Isn't that crazy how well that works? You know, you hear a lot about wine and food pairings.
All the time.
You don't hear as much about bourbon pairings and when it comes with food, but I definitely think that this was a very interesting take on a food bourbon pairing. So
yeah, that's good.
Doing the Girl Scout
really
cookies. It's a great idea. So next we have the Trefoils with the Russell Reserve single barrel, which not ever wanted to say no to a Russell Reserve.
Well, that's the truth. I haven't had a bad one yet. How about you?
We've talked about it a bunch of times. I'm a huge wild turkey fan. Anything the Russells do, I'm a fan of. So it's a great bourbon. All their bourbons just come across really well.
Oh yeah, and that single barrel is no exception, for sure. All right, so we've paired it with the Trefoils. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Trefoils, which is kind of a shortbread.
Shortbread.
cookie.
Other places they call it that. So both shortbread or Trefoils.
That's good. So a lot of times we hear people talk about the different flavors they taste in bourbon. Okay, I tell you guys, I've told you guys before, I mean, the nose part, we've all kind of talked about that. I get flavors when I taste it. So I can kind of get that sensation. I don't normally taste cookie dough. Okay.
Are you getting cookie dough on this?
I'm not getting cookie dough. The cookie, I think the cookie with the more cherry forward from the Russells.
Oh, big time.
It just really comes through. So again, I don't get that doughy taste with this. So, but I do still get the cherry from the Russells.
Well, and part of what is helping is the shortbread cookie is a little bit of a more bland flavor, at least especially compared to the chocolate and peanut butter that we just tasted. So when you have something that's a little bit less pronounced, it's going to allow some of the natural flavors from the bourbon to come in. That's going to be true with any pairing that you do.
I think it cuts through some of the other notes with the cookie. It tones some of that stuff down.
It does.
Yeah.
You know, you're not getting some of those edge kind of flavors. It's just really pretty.
I mean, arguably, you could use this cookie with any bourbon that we have out here. Because it is subtle enough. It's got enough sweetness to it. It's great. That's a great cookie for doing a pairing. You can really do that with anything.
Yep.
Truth be told, I could drink Russell's Reserve with anything.
Yeah, Russell's goes great with pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Everything Wild Turkey makes is great though. They figured it out.
All right, guys. Our next cookie and pairing is Adventurefuls. Adventurefuls is a brownie-inspired cookie with caramel and chocolate stripes.
With a hint of sea salt.
Just
There you go. And we're pairing that with Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond.
And this is arguably one of the better bourbons out there. David really likes this one, and you do too, Bill.
Yeah, I do.
Interesting thing about
I've got a bottle of it sitting up there.
Oh yeah. Interesting thing about that bottle is a couple years ago, or last year or 2 years ago, they changed that bottle from being just a regular screw cap like that ancient age down there at the end, and I mean it was like $15 a bottle. And they added another year to it, put it in a fancier bottle, gave it a cork, and it's like $40 now. But it's still really good. It's arguably the same as the old bottle, maybe a little bit better, but it's great with this right here.
I get there's like a rich kind of almost a molassesy type taste that I get off of the Heaven Hill, which, you know, if you've got the chocolate and the peanut butter, that should be a really nice.
Yeah, I kind of get that. I can see that. It's not nearly as cherry forward as this.
Not at all.
So you get maybe a little hint, but it's not nearly as much as the Russells. So,
and this cookie's their newest one, so it's a little different. If you haven't had it, it's definitely worth getting. Definitely pair it with a bourbon for sure.
Now, when we did the test on this was the first time I'd ever had the Adventurefuls.
That's good.
Same here. This is definitely the first time you've had it.
Yeah, I haven't had those before. They're good. Yep.
Newbies all around on this one, guys.
Absolutely.
This one's very good. You should definitely, if you're going to pick one of the 9 to do, this should be one of the ones you definitely do.
Yep.
This is, I feel like I equally enjoy the cookie and the bourbon on this.
I don't know that I like the cookie by itself.
How you don't like a cookie by itself?
I'd rather have any one of the other ones except for the gluten-free one.
You'd just rather have the bourbon.
Always.
Duh. All right, guys.
You could have it with cookies. That's a little office, an office joke.
All right, guys.
Like that.
So that's the first 4 of these on this pairing. Hit that like and subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up, and come back for our next video, which will be the balance of this for session number 2.
We got 2 huge favorites on this next one. Don't forget, we got Samoas and Thin Mint. So get ready.
Yeah, you're not going to want to miss that.
Yep, come back. All right.
That was good. You want to hit it, and then we'll do it again?
Yep. Are you disappointed about the cookies?
No, not at all.
He is. He's very. He didn't want to do this to begin with.
You seem pretty upset about the cookies.
Where's our slate?
Oh, I don't feel like using it. It takes too long.
He said, "Screw that."
No, I thought it was pretty good.
One more. I need to say it reversed.
Nice and short.
I liked it short.
Okay, I'll do it short.
That's
Flip it. Good. And 3, 2.